task force. In addition to our Homeland Security Secretary Michael Christie and Veterans Affairs Secretary McDonough, we're going to work on this task force to protect access to women's right to choose reproductive health care in the wake of the Supreme Court's extreme decision of wiping out a 50-year constitutional precedent for Roe v. Wade. You know, I created this task force by executive order last month and to ensure that every part of the federal government does its part at this critical moment where women's health and lives are on the line amidst chaos and uncertainty unleashed by this decision. Emergency medical care being denied to women experiencing miscarriages. Doctors uncertain about what they can do to provide for the patients. Pharmacists unsure whether they can fill prescriptions that they've always filled before. A tragic case of rape survivors, including a 10-year-old girl forced to travel to another state for care. You know, wiping out the right to choose on whether you have incest, incest, or having a rape, or, this is just extreme. You know, even the life of the mother is in question in some cases, in some states. Republicans in Congress and their extreme MAGA ideology are determined to go even further, talking about nationwide bans that would outlaw abortion in every state under every circumstance, going after the broader right to privacy as well. But as I said before, this fight is not over. And we saw that last night in Kansas. In the opinion of the people, the opinion of the Dobbs case, the extreme majority of the Supreme Court wrote, women, and this is a quote from that case, women are not without electoral or political power, unquote. Court practically dared women in this country to go to the ballot box and restore the right to choose that the court had just ripped away after 50 years. As I said last month, I don't think the court has any notion, for that matter, or the Republican Party, for that matter, to decide how far to press their extreme agenda and how women are going to respond. They don't have a clue about the power of American women. Last night in Congress in Kansas, they found out women and men did exercise their electoral and political power. With a record turnout, voters of Kansas defeated a ballot initiative to remove the right to choose an abortion from the Kansas Constitution. It was in the Kansas Constitution. They're trying to strike it and eliminate it from the Kansas Constitution. In a decisive vote, in a decisive victory, voters made it clear that politicians should not interfere with the fundamental rights of women. And the voters of Kansas sent a powerful signal that this fall, the American people will vote to preserve and protect the right and refuse to let them be ripped away by politicians. And my administration has their back. No, today I'm signing the second executive order I'm about to sign that responds to the healthcare crisis that has unfolded since the Supreme Court overturned Roe and that women are facing all across America. Healthcare crisis is, it's so hard for me to even understand how they think this. Healthcare crisis is women can't choose, can't get an abortion, even in the case of incest, even in the case of rape. But it goes beyond that. There are a lot of women who take prescriptions prescribed by their doctors and have been taking for some time for other conditions, for arthritis, for epilepsy, for Crohn's diseases. And in many cases, these prescriptions are not being filled. Say a 25-year-old woman, her doctor prescribes medication for epilepsy, has been doing it for a while. She goes to the pharmacy. The pharmacist won't fill the prescription because the same medicine could also cause a miscarriage. So she's not getting the medicine she needs for her epilepsy, whether she's pregnant or not. The pharmacy has no right to do that. Just yesterday in Idaho, the Justice Department filed a lawsuit to make sure that pregnant women facing serious threats to their health can get the medical care they need in Medicare-funded emergency rooms. Under federal law, no woman, whether pregnant or not, no matter where she lives, should be turned away or denied necessary treatment during a medical crisis. The Justice Department stepped in to make sure that this extreme state law criminalizing abortion does not put women's health and lives at risk in these situations. This executive order also helps women travel out of state for medical care. Secretary Becerra It's going to work with states through the Medicaid to allow them to provide reproductive health care for women who live in states where abortions are being banned in that state. The executive order makes sure healthcare providers comply with federal laws so women don't face delays or denials of medically necessary care. And this executive order advances research and data collection to evaluate the impact of this reproductive health crisis is having on maternal health and other health conditions and outcomes. This executive order builds on the first one I signed last month that created this task force in the first place. And that also will help safeguard access to health care, including the right to choose and contraception, promote safety and security of clinics, patients, and providers, protect patients' privacy and access to accurate information. Let me close with this. Beyond the actions you're taking, I know that along with Kamala, many of you have been traveling the country listening to women, healthcare providers, legal experts, state and local officials and legislators, and others, so that we are doing all we can in my administration to protect the rights of health and safety of the people of this country. You know, their perspectives are going to inform the work of this task force and the recommendations you make to me. I believe Roe got it right. It's been the law for close to 50 years. And I commit to the American people that we're doing everything in our power to safeguard access to health care, including the right to choose that women had under Roe v. Wade, which was ripped away by this extreme court. But ultimately, Congress must codify the protections of Roe as federal law. And if Congress fails to act, the people of this country need to elect senators and representatives who will restore Roe and will protect the right to privacy, freedom, and equality.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.